Hi, my name is Joseph and I'm a vlogger slash filmmaker based here in Baguio City, Philippines. Now, if you have ever visited Philippines and you have never been into Baguio, then must have missed half of your Philippine tour. So make sure to check this out. But wait, my friends, before we get into my city, let me just tell you some facts about the Philippines. Let's go! First, the entire landmass of the Philippines is made of islands, making it the second largest archipelago in the whole world. In fact, the Philippines has approximately 7,500 islands with only 2,000 of them inhabited, and nearly 5,000 is still unnamed on global maps. Second, there are about 175 languages spoken in the Philippines. So just like me, I can speak two local languages, our native language Filipino, and of course, as you are hearing it, yes, you're right, English. But when Filipinos interact with tourists and foreigners, it's easy for us to speak English since it's the fifth largest English-speaking nation. So you never get lost. Third, Filipinos are crazy about basketball. You will see makeshift hoops erected on every street corner, young men commonly wearing NBA jerseys, and local teams playing in every community hall. By the way, I'm a LeBron James fan, yeah. And also, I'm also a Stephen Curry fan. So I don't really stick on one team, I just support the NBA itself. Let's go! Alright, fourth, this is the land of money, Pacman Pacquiao. Yes, you're hearing it right. Manny Pacman Pacquiao is a Filipino. Filipinos also love boxing with passion, and when Manny Pacquiao fights, it's like a national holiday. In fact, Filipinos are so supportive of Pacquiao that every time he has a boxing match, the PNP or the Philippine National Police report that street crime in the whole Metro Manila drops to zero. Did you imagine that? When Manny Pacquiao goes into the ring, everyone is in their house, the criminals and the non-criminals, watching the TV, and crime rate is really zero. Alright. Fifth, politeness is an art form in the Philippines. Most foreigners will be referred to as sir, ma'am, and we don't care what's your profession. You're a janitor, you're a professional engineer, a lawyer, you're a nurse, you're a farmer, we will still call you sir and ma'am. Alright? Filipinos are warm, happy, and have a great sense of humor. And that's only 5 things I want you to know about the Philippines, and there's a lot more, but I'll leave it to you to discover. Before I get to show you amazing attractions in my city, let me remind you that Baguio is relatively a small city. As such, there are limited ways to get around. If you're on a budget, don't you worry. Most of the tourist attractions in Baguio are reachable via jeepney. Jeepneys or jeeps are the most popular means of public transportation in the Philippines. When riding a jeepney, take note that payments are handed over the driver during the ride, because in a jeepney, you will be seated in a horizontal manner. Like, you sit here and the other one here and the other one will sit here. So, the driver is in the end side. So, you will hand over your payment to the next people beside you until it reaches the driver. Alright? So, you try to say, "Pakiabot ho, manong bayad ho." So, you try saying, "Manong bayad ho." So, that's how we actually say it. And don't you worry, the price of transportation here doesn't cost too much. It's just around 10 pesos. So, basically, it's really on a budget. And when you are near your destination, you will shout in a jeepney. Not literally shout, but you just say in a loud manner. You say, "Manong para ho." You say "para," which means stop. It's a polite way of saying to the driver to stop. Para ho. Now, it's not only in Baguio City, but all over the Philippines, jeepneys are very popular. So if you are really planning to visit the Philippines, then you just need to practice those Filipino terms. Manong, para ho. So you just say, "Manong, stop." It's something like that. Alright? Additionally, a number of Baguio tourist spots are within walking distance from one another. Of course, you can always rent a car in Baguio if you prefer to travel privately, but I suggest not. The traffic jam in the city is too much, and you will not feel Baguio if you're inside your car. Trust me, I have been here for 4 years, and walking is the best way to experience Baguio. I promise you guys. Alright, so let's now move into the best places in my city. First up, Burnham Park. Burnham Park lies in the heart of Baguio. The park was a central feature of Baguio when the city was first planned and developed as a retreat house for the US military, and remains today as the city's beloved landmark. So you will see in the postcard, Burnham, Baguio, something like that. It was designed by the American architect and urban planner Daniel Hudson Burnham. That's why it's called Burnham Park, because it was designed by an American architect whose last name is Burnham. So most of the places in Baguio are really named after those people who designed or made them. Burnham Park remains today as one of the Philippines' most well-known and best-loved parks. Burnham Park is a popular destination for locals and tourists alike, especially during weekends. Bring the whole family. Enjoy some outdoor recreation in the form of biking, roller skating, and boating, or simply lay a mat on the grass and take the fresh air and sunshine. Alright, so basically Burnham Park is the heart of Baguio. You will see there a lot of people in all ages, especially in the morning, dancing together as if they know each other. Like, someone gets a music box, a music speaker, then starts to dance, starts to do Zumba, then people gather around and they dance together. It's the connection of the people that makes the park happier and more exciting to go. Alright, so second stop, the Mines View Park. If you want to shop, eat, and go sightseeing in one place, let's go to Mines View Park. Named for the wide and wonderful view of the Cordilleran Mountains that it offers. The park is also home for many stalls where you can purchase woven, knitted, and wooden souvenirs of all kinds. A handful of restaurants can be found in the area too, so if you're hungry, then that's not a problem. Third stop, the Baguio Cathedral. Standing on Mary Hill, Baguio Cathedral is the largest Catholic church in the city and is the center of religious activities throughout the year. Its rose-colored facade and twin-spire depicts the style of neo-Gothic architecture. It connects to the Portabaga Mall through the parking lot and Session Road through a 104-step staircase. And during the World War II, the building served as an evacuation center. Nowadays, it's a serene place to hear mass or even exchange vows of marriage. Do you love me? I do. Yeah, love is very much present in the city. Third stop, Botanical Garden. This was formerly known as the Centennial Garden. It is more of a park that's rich with history. Inside, you'll find reminders of Baguio's friendship with foreign countries like Bridge Pond on the Chinese Pavilion and the Buddha statues lined up the path of the Japanese tunnel. The tunnel itself was once used during the World War II to transport supplies, but nowadays it is open to the public for tourist purposes. So it's really full of histories. Now, so let me give you a short history about the Philippines. The Philippines have been colonized. So before we continue, let me give you a short background. So before we continue, let me give you a short history about the Philippines. Did you know that the Philippines is colonized by the Spaniards for almost 333 years? Yes, you hear it right. 333 years. That's why we have a lot of Spanish culture related to us. You know, pandesal, pandicoco, we have the Spanish bread. You can see it in the foods. We have leche flan. We have a lot of foods that are named with Spanish terms. Like also the last name of people here in the Philippines, a lot of them have Spanish names like Niña, Niño. We have the terms. The streets actually, a lot of them are named after Spanish terms. Fourth stop, Good Shepherd. Good Shepherd Ubi Jam is a go-to pasalubong of Baguio visitors, their friends, and family. Wait, if you did not know, pasalubong is our Filipino term for souvenir, and Filipinos are so much in love with pasalubong that if I have a cousin going to other places, I will tell my cousin, can you please bring souvenir for me? Like, I'm not the one who traveled, but I will have a souvenir. It's the culture here in the Philippines that when you go to other places, you need to get something like a souvenir and bring back to the people you leave behind. You get the point? So yeah, basically that's it. But aside from ube jam, there are more options to choose like peanut brittle, strawberry jam, baked goodies, and strawberry calamansi juice. We are sure you won't regret your purchases because these recipes have been around for a long time. Fifth stop, the mansion. Yeah, actually, it's just a mansion. But why people love that very much to visit and take pictures over there is that the mansion has a very good architectural style. Sixth stop, no, it's not six actually. Alright, sixth stop, the Easter Weaving. The Easter Weaving Room is one of the places to visit in Baguio City to watch real weavers in action. Here one can watch the actual process of traditional cloth weaving as practiced by the natives of the Cordillera region in the Philippines for generations. You will enter the work area and watch the weavers at work at the loom to get a glimpse of wide range of hand-woven articles such as placemats, tablecloth, decorative wool handlings, bead linen, ethnic and ikat textiles, fashion, and clothing. So yeah, weaving has been a very big part of the culture of the people in Cordillera. Seventh stop, the Colors of Estobosa. The Colors of Estobosa, officially designated as the Estobosa Hillside Homes of Artwork, is a community artwork designed by the Tam-awan Village Group and is locally recognized tourist attractions in the town of La Trinidad, Benguet. Yes, you heard it right. It's in La Trinidad, Benguet, and it's not Baguio City. But why did I include it? It's because it's just 2-minute drive from the boundary of Baguio City. So let's just include it because people who visit Baguio City also visit that place. Alright? So Valley of Colors is a lineup of colorfully painted houses erected in the hill of Barangay Balili. It's basically a huge artwork and one of Baguio's newest attraction. Yeah, they say it's in Baguio, but it's actually in La Trinidad, Benguet. Baguio and Benguet are separate towns with each other. Alright? 8th stop, Strawberry Farm. One of the activities that is highly recommended is strawberry picking at the strawberry farm in the nearby La Trinidad, Benguet. This is, yeah, as I said a while ago, this is not already Baguio City, but it's just a few minute drive from the city. So let's just include it. And because it's where people most go after they visit Baguio. This will be a unique experience for the whole family. You get to pick fresh strawberries right alongside the Ibole farmers to bring home or consume while on vacation in the summer capital of the Philippines. 9th stop, Session Road. Session Road is the main thoroughfare of Baguio City and its commercial center with a variety of shops, stores, and offices lining each side. Session Road is also named because it was the site of the Philippine Commission's first session. And for your information, Session Road is the New York of the Philippines. I'm just kidding. And that's it. There's a lot more, so I'll leave it again to you to discover. And now let's move for our part 2. After the exhausting but fun-filled adventures, our tummy deserves something, right? So I'll be showing you some of the best restaurants in the city. Let's go. First in line is Good Taste Restaurant. Good Taste Restaurant. Basically, it has the best taste, not the good taste. The best taste in the city. If you are looking for a place to satisfy your taste buds, yet very price-friendly, Good Taste Restaurant is perfect for family gatherings and big groups, and it's also open 24/7. Next is the Arcas Yard. Travelers will surely love the cozy atmosphere of Arcas Yard, ideal for the quiet time everyone is wishing for. Located along Ambukla Road in Baguio City, Arcas Yard has a wide variety of meals on their menu, ranging from pastas, rice meal, breads, pies, salads, and hot and cold beverages. Aside from their different food choices, travelers will surely love its relaxing environment. Lastly is the Glenn's 50s Diner. If you want to go back in time, then let's travel to the 50s and enjoy the American cuisine with a touch of Filipino at Glenn's 50s Diner. Located along Military Cut-Off Road, this food place is a crowd's favorite. I'm telling you, I have been eating in this place almost every week if I have money. Yeah, but if I don't have, I don't go, of course. So, who will hate this playful diner? Alright! So, there is still a lot of good restaurants in Baguio City, but of course, I can't mention them all here, guys. I'll leave it to you again to discover. Alright, for our part 3, let's now talk about the festivals, the people, and the culture that will feed your heart. The culture and tradition of a place is a reflection of its society. The culture and tradition of Baguio is fascinating and captivating. It tells us about the people of the place, their lifestyle, and their beliefs. Observing the culture of Baguio gives you a fair idea about the traditions and practices that were still followed by the locals. Alright, so here's the festival that is most awaited by every tourist which visits the city. Panagbenga Festival. Panagbenga is an annual flower festival celebrated in Baguio City every February. The term Panagbenga comes from the term Pankanay, meaning season of blooming. This festival reflects history, traditions, and values of Baguio and the Cordilleras. The festival, held during the month of February, was created as a tribute to the city's flowers as a way to rise up from the devastation of the 1990 Luzon earthquake. And lastly, we have the Lantern Festival. This is actually done every 1st of December as a kick-up, like a kick-up ceremony for the Christmas season. It is solely organized by a school in the city known as the St. Louis University, which is actually my school where I'm studying at. Students from elementary, high school, and college create their own lanterns and light them up for a parade along the streets of Baguio, and this is also a celebration of the SLU's foundation anniversary. So yeah, thanks for watching, and again, this is my city.